Total Winos.
Get to it.
All right. Hello. Sean Brady, happy Mardi Gras. Oh, it's a Mardi Gras fun. Just like Jenny getting embarrassed in the background and James laughing all over the place.
Oh my God, your intros, man. I'm sorry, guys.
Serious,
I'm sorry. This is funny. He always like comes in like heavy-handed on the intros. I always make the thing crack, and it cracked today, and I just started laughing. I couldn't help it. Let me tell you about the show.
Sometimes I do it a little too much there.
He puts a little bass in his voice. It happens. So today's show, we're celebrating Mardi Gras, guys. We're talking about having fun with wines and food. So we have each two wines, two food dishes that we think pair with it, and we're gonna have fun. This is a celebration. So yeah, we're gonna nerd out a little bit, but we're not gonna be overly nerdy on this one. We're just gonna have some fun and drink some good wine and talk about some amazing pairings. So with that being said, Sean, my man, what's in your first glass?
All right, so in the glass, this is a fun one. This is, and I don't know if you can see it because I have my virtual background on because I'm in the basement. But here we go. It's a Pitbull. Now, this is a different Pitbull than I've shared before. There you go. Saint Paris. Hey, Ray. So this is a Pitbull, a product of France. It's got a nice higher alcohol volume like I like. It's typically going to be drier on the palate. And I'll tell you what, the food inspiration that I found was on Instagram. El Galt Leanne, shout out to you. Oh yeah, for posting some tasty, delectable. Oh my gosh, there are blackened scallops, people, with this like corn souffle thing on the side with fresh thyme. I sent it to Jenny and Jay, and I'm like, I don't know if I can ever recreate this at home, but man. I want to pair something with that. So my mouth is watering just thinking about it. And then, so for the blackenness, there's a little bit of spice to it, right? There's a little bit of cayenne pepper, little black pepper, little white pepper, if you will. And that's all seared to perfection on a scallop. So we're working with seafood, a little spice, and, even a little thyme, which is, some people don't love, my wife doesn't love it. But this wine, and particularly this grape, is not necessarily super sweet, but it's also a nice, refreshing, crisp white, which I like. So it's going to hold up pretty well with a little light spice, and the way I think it is. Because, we think of Cajun food and a lot of Southern cooking like that, where it's over the top spicy. It's really more about flavorful, right? So you're going to have, you get the Trinity, right? You get your green onion, you get your garlic, and you get your onion. So you got onion, green pepper, and or celery and garlic. And man, the Trinity. The Trinity. That's all flavor right there.
That's right? A lot of flavor.
It's a lot of flavor. So in this, I can tell this is just going to be a nice, clean, crisp wine. Now, again, this is towards my palate. If we were going with someone else's palate, maybe just a slightly sweeter white, right? It's going to go with that seafood dish. This is nice because it's just mildly sweet. So it's definitely dry for most people, but for me, just a nice little bit of citrus acidity to it. And that's really going to pop with the scallops or seafood, or if you think of a gumbo, which I was really thinking of for home, right? Get some of that andouille sausage and a little chicken, but a lot of people like seafood in there. Oh, boy. So, it just makes it happy in your mouth, and this will help it put it up over the top as well. Again, enough citrus acid where it's not over the top lemony, but it's a nice acid finish to go with that food, and kind of just accentuate elevate the spices and elevate the flavor and the richness, because you got to keep in mind there's a lot of typically a nice amount of fat going into these foods, especially with the gumbo and the sausage and the butter roux. Oh my gosh. So happy, joy indeed. Jay, what you sipping on there? Nosing up.
So right now, I'm just
tell
trying
us
to make
about
sure.
your dish too. You were thinking about too, because it was close to mine, but yours is a little different.
Yeah, well, mine is actually the one I'm going to end up going with is for this specific wine is crab hush puppies.
Mm.
And I mean, picture this. This is how I want to kind of put your interest in this pairing. Picture this. It's Mardi Gras going on, right? You got your beads, you got a bunch of people around you, but you want to have something to sip on, and you want to sit on some kind of like on a porch or whatever and just watch the festivities. I feel like this pairing would be perfect. You want something that's finger food, so hush puppies, that have a lot of flavor, but you also want something that you don't want that's not overly complicated, that has a little bit of bubbles, that can like elevate the dish a little bit and not be too heavy-handed on the fruit and other stuff on the finish to like not allow you to enjoy that food. So with the crab hush puppies, what we're looking at is pet nat, and this is the Lunaria or Zorgonia. This is a natural one out of Italy. Pinot Grigio is the grape. I know you guys probably cannot see this because this is kind of a weird label anyway, but I will take a picture and like post it. But yeah, this is what I was thinking for the pairing. I'm not going to go overly complicated with the notes today, but just so you know what it is, this immediately jumps out of the glass with some pear and like some like orchard fruit, like a little bit of like a kind of a Granny Smith apple, underripe peach, and a little bit of a white pepper thing going on here too. There's also a little bit of banana too, which is kind of cool, like perfectly ripe bananas here. You know what? I'm on the porch, man. I don't need a glass for this. I'm going out of the bottle, yo. Because this is Mardi Gras, man. This is not about like all this like pretentious stuff. We're drinking out of the bottle today while you have your hush puppy. So I'll tell you what it is on the palate real quick. I am spitting though today because I have to work after this. And I don't want to be overly, right there. So being a little smart with it.
Very smart. I love it.
On the palate is actually more peaches than you get on the nose. You get more of the pear and like orchard fruit, but here you get more like the perfectly ripe peach all the way up throughout the palate. There's also like more of a floral thing going on in the finish here, like white flowers type of thing. Mm. Okay, so around the edges you get more of like an apple thing going on, and instead of like a Granny Smith, you're getting more of a green apple. Finish has like a spritz of like lemon lime too on the finish. Really, really fun wine. I really would just be destroying this wine right out the bottle. The alcohol is not too crazy. It's only 12.0. There's a perfect porch pounder here for a hot day during Mardi Gras with some hush puppies. I highly recommend this pairing, guys, for real. And so, what about you? What's your second bottle?
Oh, second bottle, real fun bottle. No, I'm gonna have to drink out of the bottle just because Jay did, and I can't be shown up. Right?
It's not about that, Sean.
I know it's not about it. But look, I got both my bottles are twist caps.
Got you.
Easy access, because when you're on that porch looking down at the parade, you don't want to be dropping no corkscrew, no sir. In a serious note, it's just what they did. I've had a younger version of this wine before, and it came highly recommended. But the other thing I forgot to mention was the price point on these. It's not necessarily a price point because of the twist off cap, but both are less than $15. Very nice. Affordable. They should both be certainly the quid pro quo should be more readily available to find. But even the Pitbull, there's definitely variations of that, and I haven't had all the Pitbulls that I've had so far in the past 6 months have been all pretty consistently decent and great.
I love Pitbull.
And inexpensive, right? So definitely less than $15. And, on the nose, it might be even, I was thinking this for like a gumbo with that andouille sausage. And then before I go to it, your hush puppies, this Pitbull would be lovely for. It would even hold up like a little, like a Cajun mustard, Remoulade sauce, if you will. All those things would just pair really nicely with not just my dish, but also what you're talking about, and definitely could hold up to being a porch pounder. or I guess it would be not a patio, it'd be a balcony.
Balcony.
A balcony buster. So on the nose on this guy, a lot more fruit than I thought. So I remember this younger version, and there's a lot of nice dry fruit in it, and it might even be. You just might want to watch the day go by on a little bit chillier day, because it's chillier down there in Mardi Gras season right now.
Hey Sean, really quick, can you put the bottle up? Can I see the bottle really quick?
Sure.
Because let me see.
Can you see it? Hold on. It's disappearing. There you go. There. Hold it. There. Oh, there. Oh, there. Can you see it? And I'll take a picture of this later.
Can kind of see. The only reason I'm looking is because I don't know if it's a Pitbull.
This is a Tinto.
Yeah,
red,
so that's a red.
Portugal.
Portugal,
yeah. So this one's the red, but the white is the Pitbull.
Okay, because I heard you say Pitbull again, and I was like, oh, wait, hold on, it's not. The Pitbull's white.
Pitbull's white.
Okay.
And then the Tinto is red.
Got you. Okay, cool.
This is Portugal, so I thought this was fun because now we went to Italy, we went to France, we're going to Portugal.
It's time to go Portugal.
That's just like a combination of everything that's New Orleans and everything I love about that place. So talk about a melting pot of cultures.
For real.
And I'm just drinking out of the bottle too.
Savage. A red wine out of the bottle. Who would have thought, right?
Quid pro quo.
Dude, I love Portugal wine. Go ahead. Sorry.
This is a nice dry one. So there is that nice fruitiness to it, and it does have enough of the tannins that just grab you and say, you know what? You can pair me up with some yummy deliciousness, a little fatty yum yum. Oh, yes, indeed. So yeah, that's good. Now I forget the other wine that I had before, its younger cousin, because they even changed the name on the bottle. But it's while that was an older version, that was a 2014, and nice price point. This is $10. I mean, come on, it's who rated it? Wine Enthusiast rated it Best Buy with a 90 on it. For $10, this is 4 stars for me all day. Right, buy 3 bottles or more, and this could go with a lot of different things. Depending on how you like your pizza. Or even a pasta, but it's like, think of Portugal. It's gonna have weight for any seafood dish and things like that. So closer to Spain, you can get some hummus, if you will. Jam that sucker up. But it's just gonna be a fun wine all the way around. So Jay, back to you, my man. What else you got for us?
All right. So
I drink out of the bottle, mind you.
This one I'm going to change it up because I want to do it a little bit more like if we're at a table, still during Mardi Gras, but we're having like an actual dish, because this is definitely not a dish that you can eat on the stoop like that, unless, you can have it with a fork, but it's more sit down food. And by the way, my friend, I'm in Portugal too with this wine. Oh. Who would have thought? This was not planned too, by the way. We both went and got our own bottle and just showed up here with wines, 2 Portugal, completely different wines.
What'd you get?
So I'm talking about Vino Verde. This is a single estate Vino Verde, meaning like, green wine. This is 100%, well, not 100%. This is a blend. I think it's mostly, if I'm not mistaken, where? I don't think they even show it. Normally with these Vino Verdes, it's a blend of a bunch of stuff. But I thought this was a single, but yeah. Nope, I was wrong. But anyway, let's get into it. The dish that I'm pairing this with is called shrimp and sweet corn grits. I am a shrimp and grits person. My mom used to make it a lot for me growing up. And she dropped a little spice in there, and it would just be like the perfect thing to wake up in the morning and have. And my family coming from the South, we have deep roots in Louisiana and Alabama and Atlanta, DC. We're all like kind of tied to those areas, even Florida. So
Mm.
I wanted to kind of find something that was going to be really refreshing, something that's not going to overpower the dish. And I came up with this. Again, this is Vino Verde. This is the Quinta de Acevedo 2020 single estate. You can see this one probably a little bit better.
A little closer, maybe. There you go.
There we go.
Quinta
2020.
de Acevedo. Nice.
Yep. And so on the nose on this one, I'm drinking out of the glass because again we're at a sit down. Still party time. It's still party time, okay? It's just
I
we're
partied
partying
right off the patio or right off the balcony, and I haven't
into
stopped.
a restaurant. See,
But
you're
you can bring
different.
the
You got
bottle in.
you got the
bring it down
beads
to the
on
right
though,
table spot.
man. You're in a different zone than I am. You got the beads on. I'm just I did
I
the
got
porch
my
and now I'm back in the
Winos
restaurant.
cup filled with the happy joy.
All right, so on the nose on this one. Okay. That's interesting.
And I like the bottle. It reminds me of it's almost like more of some Rieslings that I've seen.
Yeah, it definitely has like that Riesling bottle shape. You're right. So in this, I'm getting again peach. I'm getting this kind of lychee fruit thing going on here too.
Ooh, yeah.
Underripe kiwi. Like a little bit of a guava thing going on here too. So
really?
It has some tropical. Yeah, it has a little bit of tropical. White pepper. Maybe a little pineapple too. Let's go ahead and see what's going on the palate. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yo, this is really, really nice. So up front, less fruit, but very well contained. You have medium. You have like a little medium plus acid here, which I didn't expect with this. Nice body weight to be able to stand up to the shrimp and grits. Long finish. The fruit that's coming up a lot is I'm getting a little bit more of that kind of lychee and papaya thing up front. Then it kind of is rounded around by a little bit of like an apple core, like a tartness, like apple core going on. Mm. There you go, peach. Peach is kicking in the mid palate to the finish. This is a very delicious wine. I got this at Total Wines for $10, $9.99. The Pet Nat was 15. So all
15.
under $15, yes. All under $15.
Also at Total Wines?
Like you, also at Total Wines. Yeah, this would kill with this dish. The sweetness of the corn, along with the fruit forwardness up front on this one. I think I know they would marry very well together when both flavors hit the mid palate to the finish. And you could drink this out of the bottle. Matter of fact, I'm going to drink this out of the bottle. You can drink this out of the bottle because it's very low in alcohol. You're looking at about, I think 11% on alcohol. So definitely a porch pounder, definitely refreshing with or without the shrimp and grits. So enjoy, guys.
And I know the Vino Verdes, that's probably even a little on the high end for Vino Verde. How was it effervescent a lot or little?
No, not at all. This had none of that.
Okay.
Not at all. Not at all.
So that's good to know because as if you've seen this show before, I'm not against bubbles, but it's not my favorite. Typically, they go right to my head and I get a headache. Doesn't matter how good it is, how expensive it is. That's just what happens with my biology. So that's awesome to know, man.
Yeah, nice, this is beautiful Vino wine, Verde. Man.
Yeah, and it's that sounds delicious.
It is. It's like this is quality. This is not like the regular like Vino Verde that you would get where it's kind of could be overly fruity or overly has too many bubbles and not enough fruit. This one's very well balanced. It's a serious wine. You can tell it's structured seriously, but it's Vino Verde. It's still a fun wine no matter how you slice it. It's not made to be overly complicated. This is a wine that you can drink by itself on the porch with some buddies of yours, or you can drink it and pair it with some amazing food like shrimp and sweet corn grits. So
That
highly
sounds
recommend this one.
delicious.
And you guys got to go check it out if you get a chance.
And just so you know, because I know sometimes the labels don't come out great, but we'll put links to all this to below and our link tree and all the cool stuff, so you know exactly what we're drinking when. So you don't have to worry. It's like I can't really pause in the film and the video. What did Jay hold up there? I can't say. Sean, fast. It's all good. But
He's
this
right.
it's awesome. But seriously, Mardi Gras is just such about a coagulation of everything, right? So everything from you name it, the Jello shots, all the way to the hurricanes, to the
Hurricane.
Pita beer. It's like all that crazy yum stuff. And we wanted to do something with wine because we love the flavors of Nolans and we love the flavors of the shrimp and grits and all the coagulation coming together.
Yes.
And there's always a wine for that. And there's always more than one. And it's really hard to do wrong if you think about it for Mardi Gras. So, Jay, you have anything else to add?
Just want to say happy Mardi Gras to everybody. This was a fun episode. We've been wanting to just kind of, we get nerdy and we do that quite a bit, but sometimes it's just fun to drink some wine and talk about food and not overly complicated. And so again, cheers to everybody who's celebrating Mardi Gras out there. I'm gonna be celebrating here. After work, I'll be drinking a bottle or two to the head out the bottle because they're open now. So it's like I don't want to waste the wine. But anyway, guys, cheers. You know how it goes. Happy Mardi Gras.
Cheers. Happy Mardi Gras, and like I say, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, we may not see you in person, but we're always going to see you right here on the media. Thanks for watching. Cheers.
Cheers.
Total Winos.
Get to it.